Fantastic, Nick. Well, we ended up in Mexico, in Vallarta, to visit my wife's father. We took our preteen kids, and we had a good time in Vallarta, and we bought a timeshare in Nuevo Vallarta, and we have been going back and forth there, in fact, for 20 plus years. And I was just there in April. We love Mexico. Never had a problem. The people are very open, very nice. You know, I just wish I could converse with them better. As I said, we're members at Paradise Village in Nuevo Vallarta. Up the street from that is Villa del Palmar Flamingos. So we got an invite to attend one of their tours, and it was, you know, it's different than Paradise Village. Paradise Village was wild, crazy with kids and the crocodile slides and all that stuff, which is a ton of fun. But the Flamingos was a little step up, you know, and it seemed, you know, we could, and it was closer to Bucerias, walking distance to Bucerias, which we enjoy, really like the town. And so we decided, we bought a, you know, entry level, and then we actually moved up a grade a couple years later. And I had customers that wanted to play golf in Mexico. And I seen that this course was available within our, you know, group, you know, and so I arranged to come here, bring them here. I'd never been here, never been to Baja before. So that was my first time. That was October 19th. Well, it was the fact that I used my membership to bring these guys here, and we basically thought it would just be golf and all-inclusive at the pool, you know, and just have fun like that. But when I got here, it didn't take more than like 15 minutes, and I just felt an attraction to the place. It was just a real surreal attraction. And James Hansen, the sales director now, was the sales director for the timeshare sales, and I talked to him about moving my membership over here from Vallarta, and so we did that, and then he mentioned the golf membership, and I looked at that and felt, sure, why not? So we did that, and a couple of days later, the salesperson for Danzante Bay lots, Mike Smith at the time, I said I would like to know what's the best view lot at the least expensive price. So he took me around, showed me a couple lots, and I picked this one. And we kept in touch. He told me there was going to be a price increase in January, so I put a deposit down in December, brought my family in January to get the buy-off, sign-off, and we did it. And then a month later was COVID. We have this beautiful lot, and we can't go see it. Well, I don't live here full time yet. That's an aspiration. Each time I come, I spend more time. You know, I don't see, you know, any problem moving back and forth. You know, I don't feel insecure here or anything like that. It's just Mexico is Mexico. It's a great country. The people are nice. It's unique things to see and do. You know, so you know, I never had a reservation. As just an additional point, that we bring our kids and our grandkids down here. Our grandkids have been to Vallarta, been here. They've been to Mexico 9 times now, and they're only 3 and 6. And they love, they call this Grammy's big house, and they love here because there's no waves. So they really enjoy the bay, and they love Vallarta because they got the crocodile slide. Of course. So it's great. You know, they love coming down here, and they're starting to pick up Spanish. So, you know, it's if I had any concern, you know, I wouldn't do that, but we have no problem. Yeah, you know, every person I've invited down here always asks me, is it safe? And I tell them, well, let's put it this way. We're 2 miles in from the highway, and there's multiple stopping points for security. Said, there's no concern. You know, don't be concerned at all. And they get here and they're blown away. It varies. I meet people everywhere I go. I just somehow get attracted to people, or vice versa, or whatever. And so, like yesterday, I played golf with a person that I met a year ago here, and ran into them this last week again. And so we went and played golf yesterday, and took time out, went to a martini class, and then went back and finished the back 9. But I get up at like 5 o'clock, depending on the season, and watch the sun come up. Comes up right there, and have my cup of coffee, get my computer up, do my emails and my business stuff, and then go out for a walk or take a bike ride, or then I come back and start looking at my day. Do I go to town? I love going to town. I mean, it's a small town, but it still takes a little bit to get used to and be able to know your way around, navigate your way around town. But once you do, it's very simple. It's very nice. I'm getting to be an old man now, so I don't. After 10 o'clock, I don't care what goes on. I'm ready for bed. No, I'm not going to go dance till dawn. But going to town, I get to know some of the people in the different shops and stuff like that. So it's uniquely personal in a sense. So it's really fun, and I can go out fishing once in a while, go up Puerto Escondido and go fishing. I love the clam shack. I do it both ways. I'll hire a tender, to go out. Pappy's, it's always been good to us. And when the family comes down with the grandkids, we'll do the sightsee out there, Carmen and Danzante, and see if we can get the dolphins circling or swimming under the boat and circling and stuff like that. We love that white sand beaches on Carmen. That's a lot of fun. I mean, the grandkids just love it. But there's I keep finding more stuff to do. Jennifer and I went down on last trip in March and drove down to Aguas Verde and spent the day down there. It was a lot of fun, and I'm finding more and more stuff. Once you get more comfortable, it kind of broadens what you're looking to do and expands that horizon. So I keep busy. I don't sit around and get bored. Let's put it this way: when I sit around and get bored, that's fun too. I just get into the hot tub. I don't even have to turn it on now. Here we are in first part of June. It's lingering right around 80 degrees. To me, that's a nice pool. So just sit out there and enjoy everything and listen to the music. Well, it's a whip. It's a work in process. We keep, each time we come down, we might bring something or find something else in town or move something around. So we like it kind of, I don't want to say Spartan, but you don't see a lot of curios and stuff like that. We just kind of like open wall space kind of thing. So we just like to focus everything out this way. Well, it's my pleasure. I'm looking forward to more neighbors. I extend an invitation to anybody watching that this is a piece of paradise. And if you have any interest, contact danzantebay.com. Love to have you as a neighbor. Ciao.